Netflix has been excelling at attracting the young adult market with its original TV series. Whether it's using established characters and properties like Wednesday, or crafting thrilling, dramatic stories like You, the streaming service knows what it's doing. Not everything lands, but quite a lot does. One example is the treasure hunting series, Outer Banks. Season 4, Part 1 finds the Pogues down in North Carolina resuming their sleuthing. This time, they're going after Blackbeard's treasure, which, as expected, kicks open a dark conspiracy. Once more, murder and chaos ensue. With that in mind, here is how the 5 episodes rank so far. The Enduro opens the season with a bang. There is a lot of sentimentality as Chase Stokes' John B. and the Pogues earn their money from the El Dorado loot in Season 3. It's all about family as they rebuild their lives and Pogelandia on JJ's estate. They want to make money off boat tours and a bait and tackle business, but property taxes plunge them into debt. The episode takes a high-octane turn as JJ and John B. engage in a dirt bike race for money. This revives the feud with the rich kooks. It's a breath of fresh air as it gives the show a different dynamic than just roving various islands for treasure. This is more personal than something for fun. It gives great insight into the fracture between the Pogues, with JJ's arrogance costing them the race and money. This is a welcome character portrait that services JJ well. It helps take the focus off John B., while still reminding fans that the elites, such as Topper, can still be villains. It has great riding choreography, tension, and a strong draw for young fans. The Lupine Corsairs is one of the most action-packed episodes in the series. It has pirates, namely, Lightner, trying to kill JJ and Kiara underwater. They think they're finding clues to Blackbeard's relics on a scuba dive, but Lightner is the goon trying to get the prize first. Outside the hunt, the new Outer Banks season gives Rafe time in the spotlight that fans craved for some time. It's an intriguing turn, as seeds are planted for his redemption. Rafe wants to bond with his sister, Sarah, and make peace with the Pogues. But he also entertains a seedy real estate deal with Hollis Robinson. This is the kind of chapter that allows a breather from the norm. Furthermore, it makes the narrative more layered. While the heroes are engaging, the villains come off physically intimidating and nuanced. It helps fill the shoes left by Ward, Rafe and Sarah's evil father who died. The sharp editing and storytelling builds up the villains and teases the Pogues are teenagers out of the depth. Blackbeard lays out the story of Blackbeard's treasure. The Pogues need to find an amulet after they're hired by Wes Jenrette. The old man thinks this will break a curse that has taken the life of his daughter, Larissa. He believes ghosts are haunting their estate on Goat Island. The story takes a supernatural turn a la Shutter Island. The Pogues begin wondering if it's an exaggeration or if ghosts are loose. The episode quickly balances its nature with a grounded chase as well. JJ and Kiara go on the run when Lightner begins his mission to screw them over. Their romance is highlighted even more, while keeping the rest of the Pogues in the background but relevant. Most of all, it allows Lightner and his evil boss, Dahlia, to shine. They come off quite intimidating in their Tomb Raider moments. Lightner and Dahlia cut the scary energy of villains from movies like The Goonies. The only difference is they are more efficient with their kills. This spotlights the fact Outer Banks Season 4, Part 1 has smarter villains than past seasons. The Swell is a fitting title as it's all about swelling emotions. This chapter brings a new villain to light named Ruthie. She's Topper's new girlfriend and someone who keeps pushing the kooks to be elitist. She even runs over baby turtles, shattering Kiara, a conservationist. It is a stark reminder of the class warfare and social pyramid in the cut. Furthermore, it gives Topper a sinister air, not just as a follower, but someone who still hates Sarah for dumping him for John B. It has the substance of shows like Dawson's Creek, but with a modern edge. The Pogues suffer another big loss as Terrence, Cleo's mentor, is killed by Lightner, and leaves Cleo depressed and traumatized. The episode casts a light on mental health and how these youngsters are often in over their heads. It's an indirect bit of foreshadowing as well into John B.'s fractured mindset after so many murders and hunts. The Outer Banks Season 4, Part 1 ending switches gears between key stories. Pope, Sarah and Cleo try to unlock clues in Charleston beneath a church. This episode takes influence from movies like National Treasure, as the heroes compete with Lightner's team for the loot. It also brings Cleo's agony back, as Lightner tries unsuccessfully to kill her. The heroes are left defeated, giving off that Avengers, Infinity War energy. Pope and Sarah are stuck in a crypt as it floods, while John B is frozen with fear and panic as he isn't able to shoot at the thugs. It shows how villains can win mentally and physically. While Dahlia's group escapes with their relics, the show keeps a bombshell for the final few scenes. Fans learn JJ's real father is Chandler Groff, Wes Jenrett's son-in-law. It unlocks a hornet's nest that has fans wondering what happened to JJ's mother, the past with the Jenretts, and a sinister alliance with Chandler and Hollis. They end up toasting their real estate scheme, giving JJ a new purpose outside the mission with the Pogues. This episode perfectly caps what the season set up with its villains, while doubling down on the fact the Pogues need help. Season 4, Part 1 of Outer Banks is now streaming on Netflix. Part 2 will release November 7, 2024.